Thank you for recording, hosted by me, Ricky Sparrow. And yeah, I hope you're ready to learn more about social media and different forms of platforms. So introduction to me. Hi guys, my name is Ricky Sparrow. My Instagram's right there, Eric Sparrow. I go to Sacramento State. A third year, public relations major. And yeah, CNM has been a lot of like my a lot of my CKA journey. I've been PR, capital CNM, social media coordinator, and now I'm a CNM chair. So yeah, fun fact about me, Instagram, I pronounced it IG, not IG. That's a fun fact. And my favorite social media platform is TikTok. And yeah, follow me on TikTok at Ricky Sparrow. So a little bit, let's get into it. So a little icebreaker question in the chat. So yeah, what is your favorite social media platform, and what would you like to learn more of? But yeah, if you guys could type in chat, that'd be great. Ooh, Jamie said Snapchat. Any tips for IG? Definitely. Discord definitely does count. TikTok right now, yes. Pokemon Go, dude, yeah. Follow me. Yeah, let's be friends on Pokemon Go. I've been grinding on it. Snapchat, Twitter, cool. So I see there's a lot of variety. That's great. All these different platforms serve different purposes, and yeah, that's great. That's great. Any Discord, and yeah, dope. So let's get into it. So, first and foremost, I'm gonna be going over. So why do we use social media? It seems that with this everything going on with the pandemic, it's become more relevant. And yeah, if we live in a digital age right now. We use it to connect, provide, and receive info. It's easy access with communication, staying up to date with friends and family, and more so entertainment. So yeah, social media is um, digital age. Next up, we have okay. So I'm gonna be going over the workshop breakdown. So just to make it clear for this workshop, this social media is gonna be more club based. So the using social media to your advantage for a club level divisional and running it for an organization. Um, and then I'm gonna be going over the main platforms of Facebook and Instagram, and I'm going to get more into other platforms as well. And then I'm going to have a social media Q&A session. And then also we can talk about social media usage for personal. So like how do I grow like a following? How do I use Twitter? Because I know it's confusing. But yeah, later on we can get more into the personal details. And yeah, dope. Let's get right into it. Also, if you have any questions, feel free to ask within the chat, and yeah, I'm gonna answer it at my earliest convenience. And if you could feel free and sign in, I sent it in the chat. That would also be great. So wonderful. Let's do it. Nice. So how do we use social media? So schools throughout CNH, they use social media to recap events, promote their events, as well as schedule their events when it comes to details with event pages. We also do it for more personal uses to showcase our members as well as our achievements. Yeah, it's great to celebrate the many victories and like exploring those. We also use it to educate, inform, when it comes to like certain infographics, schools posts, stuff like that's really great. As well as we use social media for a lot with communicating with our membership. And yeah, it's a great form, etc. Yeah, social media. There's a wide range of ways we use it. If there's any forms your schools use, feel free to put it in the chat box. But yeah. Whew. And yeah, so this is how the district uses social media. So each social media platform we have, we use it for specific uses. So Facebook, um, CNH is very Facebook information based. So we use that for our event pages, our group pages, a lot of little mini details, and that's where our main platform. Instagram is more for our visuals, more extra advertisement. So our Instagram, if you follow it, it's always going to lead back to Facebook. It's always going to say link in bio, always going to be a report back. Twitter is a great place if you guys don't follow it. It's used for more personal statements. It's our way for us to basically talk directly to the members and give members the opportunity for them to like um basically give a confession. And what's great about Twitter is we have the Twitter campaign hashtag CNH Confessions. It's a it's a campaign where members can submit their confessions through a form, and our Twitter platform will post the confessions, such as like giving shout outs to like your DLT or LTG confessions, like how you've been feeling throughout the term, positive affirmations. It's a really great way to like yeah, confess your feelings and stuff like that. So yeah. And yeah, next one up is TikTok. TikTok is great. That's what we use for extra videos. It's more of a platform to like experiment and have a fun time with our ads, promotions, and basically it's just an extra form of content to just have fun and like experiment. And yeah, throughout the pandemic, I've seen multiple clubs use Discord. Discord is the social media used for basically building the community and keeping up with like the fellowship aspects and like announcements. And yeah, Discord's really great. And yeah, that's how the district uses our social media. Feel free to follow our social media. Yeah, I'm gonna just leave this up here for a total of 10 seconds. So yeah, um, our Facebook, Instagram, our Twitter, and our TikTok, our new TikTok at CNHCKI. And for those of you I've heard across the district that don't know, we do have a podcast. Yeah, it's on Spotify at the Sunnycast. Currently have 2 episodes, so I just wanted to plug that. Ooh, follow us. Ooh, yep. Take a picture, do what you need to, and yeah, want to move on. All right. So before I go over our main social media, I just want to give a disclaimer on the responsibilities of having access to our media. So what you should keep in mind. I don't want to be all Spider-Man, but yeah, with great power comes great responsibility. The more presence you have on your platforms that you're controlling, the more responsibilities that comes with it. Remember that whatever you post, it could greatly affect your organization negatively or positively. So that's just something to keep in mind. Yeah, be responsible and know that your power has a lot of influence. Yeah, so dope. We're gonna go into Facebook. So yeah, this is Facebook, a social media platform, is keep things organized, keep it clean, keep it organized. So yeah, Facebook. The pros about Facebook: easy setup, scheduling posts, connect with different branches, and it's constantly changing, but that's okay. Yeah, thank you, Jamie. But yeah, it's constantly changing the algorithm. But feel free to like throughout Facebook experiment with um the schedule tools bar and like see like what you can use to your advantage when it comes to scheduling and maintaining like access. Facebook features. What's great about Facebook is you can have event pages. You can have multiple people be an admin moderator. Have official pages as well as Uncle Iro, have group pages, scheduling posts. And what's great if you connect your Facebook and your Instagram is you're able to see the insights and like the analytics. A lot of last term, me and my co-chair, we looked at a lot of our analytics. Like when we posted, we were like, okay, so we posted around this time. We only got like 2 likes, but when we posted this time, we got like 30 likes. So study your analytics, see what works and what doesn't work for your audience, because audiences ranges throughout the district. So see what works for you, experiment, and see what's what. And yeah. Oh, captions and fonts. So yeah, when you post, you really want to capture the essence of like what you're trying to like for an event. So make sure your post it's digestible, visually appealing, and appropriate based on your audience. I know it's okay. We like to be a little memey, but know what's appropriate. There's a time and a place for everything, and some resources. I recommend Lingo Jam and Ig Font for different forms of like text and fonts. Yeah. And yeah, to make your posts look pretty and digestible. And yeah, emojis are also a great visual aid when it comes to posting. So I recommend Get Emoji, Emoji Encyclopedia, and Web Emoji. Yeah, so use emojis, but also know that less is more. Don't go crazy. But yeah, it depends on your audience. So Comic Sans. Okay, yeah. So throughout this presentation, I put little tips. Tip one. Okay, so be sure to have a document with your Excel and passwords, as well as having secure backup emails for login verification. It's really great to have these, especially when if you have successors, to have just one place. That way, things don't get lost, and that way, like let's say, like example, like if you have an Instagram and like the password gets lost, then you're gonna have to make another Instagram. It's a lot of hassle, so save yourself the trouble. And have like a Excel sheet or document. And yeah, tip. All right, let's move to Instagram. This is my second favorite platform. So yeah, Instagram is a more visual heavy platform. It's a way to connect with your membership, spotlight events, advertise. And what's great about this is the ability to archive photos and stuff like that, and interacting with other accounts. Yeah, I wanted to stress in this presentation that like when it comes to handling an Instagram, feel free to reach out to like your counterparts, your fellow other club accounts to like help you advertise and like repost your stuff on their feeds. I mean, yeah, in Circle K, what's great is our idea of like community and like yeah, helping each other out when we can. And yeah. Yeah, Instagram post. I know in the pandemic it's been pretty hard to get content when it comes to people, but what people like to see in posts is people. People like to see faces. People like to when they see someone doing activity during service, they kind of live through them when they see the post. So it's generally great to post people. However, if you aren't able to showcase that, graphics works as well on your feed. But we recommend like graphics that like complement each other, that look nice on the overall feed. On this example, this is a graphic I really like. It's from the University of Nevada, Reno's CKI Instagram. Look how great it flows. Those are three posts, and like they're like posts that have substance to it. It's not just like a post that's just a post. It's something that like complements it. You know what I mean? So yeah, that's great. UNR, shout out to them. And yeah, yeah, let's compare UNR again in the spotlight. Um, but yeah, if you see here in the past, on the right side, seeing Circle K, you can see the feed is very messy. It's very like they don't complement each other. There's people, yeah, but at the end of the day, it doesn't look clean and appealing. Rather than UNRs, if you can see everything flows really well, and you're easily able to like differentiate the contents within each. So that's great. These are just some comparisons I found. And yeah, let me see. Next up, all right, Instagram features. So I love the Instagram features. So stories, 15-second photo or pictures that last 24 hours. Instagram Reels. It's kind of like TikTok, kind of not. Similar to stories, but it remains in a reel section in your Instagram TV. Just a little tip: if you guys want to give a little sneak peek to your CNH YouTube videos, if you have videos on your club YouTubes, you can give it a little sneak peek on your Instagram through IGTV because it only has a 1 minute alternative. And yeah, highlights. Yeah, so highlight is an archive feature from your stories. You can use it, for example, to spotlight fellowship service and leadership. Looking back on the UNR, if you see on the top above their post, they have events, remember 2020, leadership service, fellowship. It's just a great platform. Um, it's a great feature to like spotlight certain features of like your organization. And yeah. Dope. Instagram analytics. What's great about analytics? It's also on Instagram. So yeah, if you want to see Instagram analytics, either it comes to like your division, your club, um, set your account to business. That way you'll see the benefits. So you can actually see how people view your posts and how many people they've reached. You can view the interactions, and you could also analyze how successful a story does, like how many people viewed it, how many people skipped it, and how many people went backwards or forwards or like skipped it. Yeah, me and my co-chair, we actually from experience, we like analyzed how well our stories would do to improve for the next time. So yeah, we looked a lot like we were like, oh, like about three-fourths of them skipped this or stuff like that. But yep, yeah, check out your analytics, study it. It's a great resource to see your impressions. Yeah, all right. Another thing is about posting. Is that when your post should have substance. We really love posts that look aesthetic and great, and it's cool. But however, quality over quantity. You know what I mean? But your post should have content with the announcement, and shouldn't just be like a filler for your feed, so it all like is cohesive. But yeah, um, and also with posting, try to post at reasonable times, not too much spam, because this can have a negative reaction of your membership, as it's so much as like too much feed, and it's just too much and overwhelming for your audience. uh oh, yeah, stories. Yeah, stories are great. They're a quick way to grab your audience's attention and to engage. Some aspects I wanted to say was like, for stories, you can have a board takeover where your a board member could have access to the account and give like members the opportunities to like ask them questions, answer some stuff, give like some announcements on their end. Also spreading awareness on an issue, with like activism. Consult with your board first on what's appropriate and not, but that's another way to like help spread information and like infographics, etc., etc. Stories are great for use for recapping and advertising. And what I wanted to go over is the differences between video versus static. On the left, you can see that advertising um, Sekai South, and the other one advertising the Sunburst. Very in your face, very like out there, compared to the other static. Very just still, that way it's more digestible. My advice is to really know your audience and see what works for them before posting either video or static. Yeah. Next. Yeah, apps are your best friend. My recommended apps. It's all about the presentation. What's going to catch the member's eye? What's going to capture their attention? What's the best way to appeal to them? And thinking outside of the box. And yeah, some apps I recommend, because with me, I'm editing. I usually use phone. I recommend Mojo, InShot, Pixart, Prequel, Canva, Nietzsche, Unfold, and Swipe Mix. Yeah, thank you in the chat. But yeah, InShot's great if you want to check that out. And as for other contents, I recommend Adobe products. That's like the standard when it comes to creating content, stuff like that. If you guys want to take a picture, you can go ahead. I'll give it like 7 seconds. Dope. Yeah, Adobe products. And yeah, alternatives. Sometimes it's okay to pirate and use other resources. So in this chart right here, if you want to take a picture, these are some alternatives to like Photoshop, Adobe Illustrator, InDesign. On the key, you can see some of them are free of charge. Some of them are single purchase with the little circles. So yeah, this is a great resource if you're very limited, you feel. But yeah, just know that you're not limited. It's just Adobe products. And yeah, this can also be found on the network page. So if you want to hit that up. But yeah. Um Oh, yep. I forgot where I even put this. So yeah, Instagram Reels. Don't roast me for my phone not being charged in this picture, but Instagram Reels is a great way to post advertisements and announcements. They stay in the Reels section of your Instagram, and they can be even showcased on another profile. And it's very easy for like clubs to. It's very easy for clubs to like repost your Instagram Reels as well. I recommend posting video stories on Reel. That way, divisional pages or even fellow board officers can help post it on their stories and help that. Um, Next up, we have TikTok. I think it's great. I follow some clubs on there. I think TikTok is really growing, and I think what's great about social media is like people need to like adapt, and it's constantly changing the game. So TikTok, definitely recommend if you want to establish it for your club. It's a great way to experiment, advertise. My favorite account currently from clubs is UNLV's. I also love Reno's. But yeah, feel free to follow us as well at CNH for more content. Yeah, UNLV. But yep. All right, tip number two. All right. If you want to keep all your link, it's great to establish a link tree. To keep links organized. That way, you don't have to frequently keep updating the link in bio with just one link. So yeah, establishing a link tree is very beneficial for your org. So when you say like, oh, link in bio, it has every link set up in there. And yeah, that's one tip I have. Okay, some other social media platforms. So every social media we have, it has a certain use. These are just some platforms that I don't recommend. Tumblr, it's just not with time. Snapchat, the downside of Snapchat is that only one user can be allowed within a time. So using it for the benefits of like an org isn't very like, I don't know. It's like if it works for you, make it work. It can work, but I just saying it's not very in my eyes. It's not very, yeah. All right, tip number two. Very probably one of the most important tips I'm gonna give for today. Yeah, take breaks, relax your eyes from the screen, take a social media cleanse, go outside, touch some grass. It's like we live our lives through these pixels. But I really want to stress now, go get in touch with the real world and take breaks. Yeah, relax your eyes. Yeah, touch some grass, please. Cause social media, um, you can get through this loop where you're just scrolling and scrolling. You just get lost in it, and your eyes start hurting, and you forget to do stuff. And it's just like, remind yourself to take care. Mental and physical health is important, so make sure to take care of yourself. Yes, Marcus, that's great. Yeah, invest in some blue lens glasses, but still take breaks. Dope, dope, dope. All right. Yeah, so if you like this presentation, um, yeah, this isn't the end. It's the start. So yeah, create, be inspired, be part of the community of creators. If you haven't already, join the CNM network for the 2020 21-22 term. It's a community grounds where videographers, graphic designers, people who are interested in social media can learn, communicate with each other. And what's great about this compared to other networks is you don't have to be like an officer or like a videographer or chair. It's just like if you have an interest in like anything creatives, feel free to join. It's great. Ask me any questions about it. Yeah. Let's see. Oh my god, like social media, it's pretty fun. I love it. Why not have more? Social media coordinator, be my successor. CNM committee, apps are out. But yeah, I just wanted to plug our committee applications. Currently I have external relations, internal social media cord, photographer, and yeah, Jamie posted the Facebook page. And yeah, apps are out due May 14, 10 p.m. wherever you are. You know what I mean? But yeah, feel free to take this great opportunity to create with my team. And yeah, thanks for coming. Q&A time. So yeah, follow us on social media. So let me change that. Follow us on social media. Oh, oh, you get the gist. But yeah, so now it's cool. We get to talk about you hit me with questions, hit me with we talk about growing our personal social medias, but yeah. Does anybody have any questions? Okay, so question I was asked, how long does it take you to edit videos for the CNH pages? For me, it takes like 5 to 30 minutes to edit stuff. I mainly use like I said, Mojo to like structure it, InShot to like keep things together, and then to make stuff look pretty, I use Prequel. Um, but yeah, like 5 to 30 minutes when I like grind on it. And yeah. Um, yeah, making ads. What I usually do is like I find a song I really like, and I'm like, I put it in my Spotify playlist, and I'm like, okay, yeah, I'm making an ad for this for surely, and I just like I go from there. Um, and yeah, um, yep.
Can you feel free not to answer, but can you run us through the thought process behind like content creation
Content
for you?
creation.
Yeah, like
Um,
whatever you do, like graphics or videos. Like, what's your
yeah, I'm
thought
down.
process?
My thought process is like I kind of just like make things from like I draw inspirations from like what I love. Um, like I know at the time in February I made a lot of ads inspired by WandaVision at the time, so that was really fun. Um,
What division?
yeah, it was like
That's dope.
yeah, dude, I like made a ad. It was black and white, and it like glitched out, and it was in color, and like
Oh,
I use like music from there. And sometimes throughout my content creation, I follow trends too, just so like people like if you know, you know, so like they catch on to it. Um, mm, yeah, my thought process through everything. Yeah, I do what I love. Like I one thing I love is sitcom style. So sometimes I made for other works I made ads that are like skits like sitcom. So that was a great way to advertise to like draw people in. Let me see, but you know everything's appropriate. Another thing I did, I like to experiment. One thought process, I was like, okay, I'm gonna make like something cringe, but something that's like not too cringe, something that like someone can like go be like, what was that, and like look back at it. um, Sometimes when I make ads, I make them too fast. That way, people can like go back to it and like actively like go back to it and see like what they missed. Um, but yeah,
pretty smart.
yeah, um, yeah. Hmm. But yeah, I think like making advertisements and using social media has really expanded um like my music taste in general because it forces me to like find remixes and find like appropriate stuff and challenge myself. Yeah. Um and yeah, feel free to drop your social medias in chat as well. Oh, okay. So Lenore asked, okay, so when you look at analytics for Instagram stories and such, what are some patterns you noticed? Um yeah, I'm down. Yeah, so let me see real quick. So I posted something earlier on the CNH Instagram. Let me see. Can you see my screen? So yeah, huh. So it would be like this right here. Oh, it'd be like this. Swipe up, and I go to the analytics section. So what I can see right here is that how 39 people went forward and 52 people saw it. 15 people actually visited the profiles. That's really good. Um, and now 17 people exited. Um, so that's just what I see from the actual story. But if I actually go to my account and see the insights, I can see a little bit more in depth of like how we've been doing throughout the week when it comes to posting. Um, some patterns I've noticed. Let me see. I've noticed that certain time frames for our audience on CNH is it's usually five. It's usually 12 to 2 p.m. we do the best. But on an off day, like 9 p.m., usually like it's weird. Usually when people are up, that's when people it just like really, really well. Um yeah, when it comes to reels, one of our reels reached like 4,000 views. It's great because district board helped spread it. Um but yeah, that was posted at a pretty good time around 5 p.m. But yeah. Is there any other questions?
Okay, while y'all are thinking about questions, this is another reminder to sign in. If you haven't already, oops, let me type it in the chat. There. Remember to sign in so you get your hours and everything. Ricky, your presentation was really, really cool. I have a
Thank you.
question, but I'm gonna wait a little bit
Okay, thank you. I
for other
appreciate
people
it.
to ask, and then I'll. But if no one has anything, I'll probably do. Okay, yeah, okay.
Okay, I'll do it.
So
Hit me.
my question is, you do a lot of video editing, right?
Yeah. Mhm.
So, oh, Arrow has a question.
Oof.
I'm gonna let you read
Arrow, stop. Make me blush. Thank you, Arrow. Appreciate
it.
you.
Okay. So my question is for those that are wanting to get into video editing for their clubs and whatnot, what are your like tips for beginners?
Tips for beginners. I would say I would say like don't don't be afraid if like your video turns out really bad at first. Cuz I remember my PR when I was PR at Sac State about 2 years ago, my videos were pretty garbage. But like experimenting with like music and like effects and like seeing like developing my style it really helped a lot. I think there's a learning curve when it comes to like video editing. Like right now I'm even at a learning curve when it comes to like Adobe, but just like as long as you're consistent, um like I don't know, there's a quote I really love. It's like the journey of like 1,000 miles starts with a single step. So yeah, just keep going, keep trying. um there's another quote I love. uh it's like the time it takes to really master something is like 35,000 hours, something like that. But yeah, I would say my advice for people who are starting out is, yeah, sometimes it's great to like ask for help and for ask for tips when it comes to like videography or like making animations, and like, yeah, if you need help or anything, also feel free to use the network for like anything. Steve Lopez is coming, cool. But yeah, let me go to Mark. Cool. Yeah.
Do we have time for another question?
Yep.
Awesome.
It's good,
So
Marcus.
yeah, what's up, Ricky? Great workshop, by the way. Learned a
Thank you.
lot. Um, so clearly you put a lot of work and time into your marketing. What inspires you to kind of just keep learning, keep creating, and keep going?
Um, I feel like for me it's TikTok. To be honest, like for me, I'm on creator TikTok. I'm like, I love the group of like visionaries of like people who are like actively, they give out helpful tips and stuff like that. And it's like I can see like my end goal of like I can see my end goal, but like it's TikTok is just constantly inspiring me just personally, and seeing what people can create, because there honestly is no limit. It's just like a learning curve, putting in the time and effort. The same it goes for everything, but yeah, it took me a while to develop my style. Personally, my style when I make ads, I just like vintage stuff. I like making things like really like grainy but like shiny in a sense. But yeah. But yeah, if you guys don't have TikTok, check out creative TikTok. Check out videography TikTok. It's great. Um, but yeah.
We have some questions in the chat, Ricky.
Oh, dope. First up, yeah. So, how was your experience being on CNM committee? Oh my god, I can like fill up 8 minutes with just this talk. Yeah, CNM committee was so great. It was really a great way for me to like work with like especially a co-chair on like our ideas for like setting up like a social media campaign. Yeah, when creating a social media campaign for like an event, first out you bring out the drawing board and you figure out what you want, what you don't want, as well as things that can go right, things that could go wrong, and like just forming out the plans of like what you want to post daily, weekly. But yeah, I'm going on a tangent for campaigns, but my experience with CNM absolutely wonderful. It didn't even feel like a job. It didn't feel like a position. It just felt like we were constantly putting out passion projects, constantly putting out just um, amazing projects and like working together. You know what I mean? Um, but yeah, me as social media coordinator, I pretty much like um, we all kind of worked at some point in the term. We all worked together, or like we all worked like on a project together when it comes to like advertising like Sunnycast or like advertising Twitter, YouTube events. Our biggest collaboration was CNH Circle K Week. Um, it was a it was basically a week long event where where members across the district spread their love for CKI as a whole. So making a lot of ads and like formulating different days. I think my favorite memory from that is when the Travis Scott burger was out and one of our raffle prizes was like a DoorDash gift card. So like we made like an ad um promoting like the Travis Scott McDonald's burger and it was really funny. Um it was like slow mo shots of one of my chairs like eating the burger, but yeah, it was crazy. It was a fun way to like experiment. Yeah, CNO committee, I do. Um, you should go for it. You guys should go for it if interested at all. Yeah, and go to my office hours tomorrow at 8 p.m. if anything. And next up, favorite Adobe alternative if you have one. Yeah, my favorite alternative is GIMP. It's pretty simple on the go application to like for like quick designs. That's great. But yeah, my successor from Sac State, she really got into GIMP and she kind of inspired me to like get into it. But GIMP's great. It's wonderful. Yeah. Another Adobe. Yeah, I'm very like for me personally, I'm very like on the go. I'm like on the go, go, go. So I usually use like phone stuff. If I'm trying to step it up and like use like computer stuff. But yeah, just know that like if you're still a beginner, that it's okay. It takes time. I'm still learning. I'm seeing them like it's fine. You know what I mean? But yeah. Oh, also some FAQs I have when it comes to graphic standards that I haven't gotten into. Um, one thing I have is like when it comes to like putting the masthead on a post. If you're posting like people, yeah, you don't need a masthead. Mastheads are only used for like general informational posts and graphics, stuff like that. Also, another FAQ stories. They don't need a masthead. It's okay. Don't worry about it. Stories don't need a masthead. And yeah. Um. Oh, we have 4 minutes. There's not any others. Um. Don't forget to sign in, and we can wrap it up. Overall, if we could take a group picture, that'd be great. If you guys could turn your cameras.
Group
Okay.
picture.
Yeah. Is that okay?
Okay. Yeah, turn on your cameras. Oh, Era has a question.
Oh yeah. What's up? Hello. Oh, she's typing. Oh, cool, cool, cool. Dope. I can take the picture. Gallery view. Okay, dope. Yeah, we're gonna take a group picture real quick. And all right.
Are you gonna take it, Ricky?
Yeah, I can take it. I like her background. All right, dope. We'll just take it. Alrighty, 3, 2, 1. Cheese. Dope. All right. Thank you everybody for coming. Um, where do they go to next, Jamie? Forgot.
I have the links for everybody. So for the next workshop session, those are your links. Make sure to sign in again, and then choose whichever room we're gonna go to. I'm gonna hang out in here for a little bit, but
That's good.